Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Knitique in Elk Grove, California, and KnitiqueYarns.com, coming to you live on Thrilling Thursday. Sorry about that little interruption. Apparently, if I forget to turn the Bluetooth microphone on before the video, it freaks out and just has no audio. So I had to start us over because y'all weren't going to be able to hear me anymore. It was just going to be a silent film. Which, I mean, the yarn is pretty, so a silent film wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it would make it a little less fun.
Yeah.
Plus, I'd probably get 0 comments and feedback and be like, nobody's liking anything.
Yep. We're getting our folks back. We had to start
Good
over,
morning. Everyone. Okay, so we will talk about our fabulous grand prize that there is less than a week left to get entered to. We have the luscious skein of the Artyarns Cashmere Ombre 2-ply, which if my phone weren't the camera, I would show you guys a picture of my completed sweater, but I plan to wear it tomorrow, so you'll have to watch us live tomorrow and make sure to watch through the end to get to the what are we wearing segment. But one skein of luscious Cashmere Ombre 2-ply goes a long ways. Because I wanted my sleeves to match, I did get 2 skeins, but I did not use the yardage of more than 1 skein. Like, it is a 1 skein sweater. I just wanted my sleeves to match.
Yeah, so you had some left over at the end, which would have been sleeves, but...
Yes.
Okay.
But then that would have been very harsh color change. So I decided, no thank you. I wanted a little more cohesive than that. That's the word, cohesive.
And now you have more cashmere to knit with.
Right? Like, I basically can knit like a whole shawl or something out of the rest. I don't know. I have to go Ravelry rabbit holing.
Yeah.
Is that a verb? Ravelry rabbit holing?
It is now.
So 1 skein of Cashmere Ombre, it goes so far. You can do the included pattern, which is Felicitations. This is a wrap that just has little tuck stitches. They kind of look like little butterflies. And you can put beaded silk and sequins on the end if you're like me and like to put glitter on everything. Or you can do it just in the Cashmere Ombre because it is plenty luscious by itself. And then we have some of the classic original party cracker seasoning that you just mix up and coat your favorite box of crackers with and make yourself a deliciously addictive snack. I do believe these still fall into the category of cracker crack.
They do.
Because they're a little bit hard to stop eating. Like, you may have to invoke the method of pour some out into a bowl, put the package away, go sit down before you even put 1 cracker in your mouth. That's what I have to do with addictive snacks, is you cannot eat one until you've put everything away and are seated. Because otherwise, you're more likely to get more. But if you have to get back up and get everything back out again, you're like, oh, no, it's too much work.
That's a little much sometimes.
So you have to set yourself up for success to not eat an entire box of crackers. And then it will all come in this fabulous medium lightweight knitting bag. I should say lightweight knitting bag in the medium size because it sounds like it's medium lightweight. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's kind of lightweight, but it's very lightweight. Yep. Can still pick it up with just a pinky, so that's definitely in the lightweight category. Now, I wouldn't carry it around all day with just a pinky because that would get tiring, especially once you put stuff in there.
Yeah.
But you can definitely fit a good-sized project in there. We kind of figured out yesterday you could fit 6 balls of Cashmere Ombre 2-ply in there. So that means most yarns you can fit at least 6 skeins in there. So good-sized projects. You could use the holes as yarn guides if you wanted. You can put those cute little decorative gibbets in there. We've got little hooks that you can hook in there to hang your keys off of, or a water bottle, or another project bag, because you need to bring more projects than fit in the bag. I could see this working really good as like a carry-on too with that little hook, because you know how people always have like their tennis shoes tied to the outside of the bag? You could just hook the shoes on the little hook. Maybe I should grab one of those to show you guys.
There's, yeah, right there.
So I won't put it in just because I don't want to pre-stretch out any holes. But you have the little hook that you can put in on the outside or the inside. But if you did it on the outside, then you could hook stuff on the outside of your bag and give yourself more room. It's just got a little stub. I don't know what to call that. It just shoves through the hole. And then you've got, it also comes with this little piece that doesn't look like much and a carabiner. So you push that through and then hook the carabiner on it and then put your keys on that or anything else that you really would like to not sink all the way to the bottom of the bag.
I'm a fan of that one because I'm always losing my keys.
Right? And we have those stupid hook things for hooking on the side of our purse, but
I do use one of them, but I don't have one on the other side of keys, so they end up in the bottom of the purse. Every day I'm like, where are my car keys?
Right? And if the medium bag doesn't look big enough, we do have large ones, and then you can get dividers for those. So all of this is our grand prize for the month of August, and how you get entered into the grand prize drawing is every time you make a purchase this month, you are going to get one entry. It is cumulative, so if you purchase 3 times, you get 3 entries. If you purchase 10 times, you get 10 entries. And then on Friday, September 1st, that's a week from tomorrow, we will draw to see who the lucky winner is. I don't know who you are, but that was probably really loud by the speaker, so we're going to put it under the counter. Because I'm like, ooh, that was probably loud. Because I saw the little, directional light follow the phone. I'm like, oh no, too loud. Okay. For our daily prize, we have Sparkly Goodness because we like glitter. This is a retired yarn. This is a company that decided that they would like to retire, so they stopped making yarn. But it's a beautiful, sparkly wool viscose polyester blend. There is enough in the 2 little balls. Where's the yardage? There we go. Enough in the 2 little balls to make like the small or the medium size. So kind of that more gaiter length or the necklace length. I just paired it with our fun, fast, easy Fishnets cowl pattern because it is a really enjoyable, quick knit. Like everybody should knit either a Fishnets or a ribbon candy because they're like therapy knitting, very easy to gift. Like this is the kind that you make and stash in your closet for when you need a gift.
It is a pretty color blue, isn't it, lady?
Right?
Folks, I should say.
It's very much that cobalt blue.
Got some sparkle. If you want more sparkle, add the paillettes.
Hello, Karen. Are you somewhere that is requiring you to speak Spanish? I'm like, she doesn't usually comment in Spanish, so I'm like, hello? So how you get entered into the daily drawing is by interacting with the video. So any of these lovely little bubbles will give you 1 entry per reaction. If you comment on the video, then you'll get 5 entries per comment. And then if you share the video to your stories, to your friends, you send it in Messenger, share it to a group, wherever you share, just come back to that video and type shared to and where, and you'll get 11 entries per share. If you can type, which I am having troubles with this morning. It's because I got a paper cut yesterday on one of my fingers.
Ow.
And it's on the side, but it's just down enough that it hits the keyboard, and then it makes me type funny because it hurts. Don't paper cut yourself on cardstock.
No.
This is like possibly one of the worst paper cuts out there.
Cardboard is no good either.
Yeah, cardboard's pretty sure is the worst, but cardstock is pretty close second. Okay, so then once you get all of your entries, it'll go into the next day's drawing. So this is based off yesterday's video. And we click to see who our lucky winner is. And remember, one time per week. You cannot win multiple times per week.
Sharon Peterson. My eyes wouldn't focus. Congratulations. I don't remember Sharon's local. Do you remember?
I don't remember at the moment.
All right, Sharon, if you're local, sorry we don't remember, but come visit us. Let us know you have a prize, and we will get it from the cabinet. If you're not local, next time you make a purchase, let us know in the notes that you have a prize, and we will include it in your shipment. There's a bunch of pretty pink right there. Probably can't even see this lady now. She's running into the bag. She's got her bag and her boots. She's all ready to go shopping. Charming ladies is what that is under. And only a few unicorn pens left. Look at that guy. He wants to go home with you. Oh, another hour and a half away, Sharon. That's funny. She's on her way. I hope you're passengering as you type.
I don't think you can talk text on a Facebook Live video.
Probably not. Still have our sparkly pretty bracelets. We're all about the sparkle this week, aren't we?
Every week?
True. Oh, Jackie, we don't mind if you visit.
Jackie, you can impulse buy online too.
Yeah, it's
Just
very
do a
simple.
whole bunch. And Jackie, I gotta call you later, so be near your phone. Please. That sounded bossy. Please. Okay, I kind of want to show how beautiful this yarn that I am about to show you guys knits up first before I show you all the colors, because it is just absolutely gorgeous. And I just realized I forgot to grab two colors.
Uh-oh. She'll be right back. We'll take a look at this, which is Bamboo Breeze. And get your phones handy and take a screenshot of the QR code.
Does that work?
I don't know. I bet if you hold your phone up to it, it would. Because, yeah, it's a picture. I don't think it matters if it's live or a photo. Because, really, my little sticker there is a photo of the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to
I'm sure it
play
works.
with that later.
Yeah.
Take a picture of it on your phone, and then I'll see if I hold my phone over your phone, does it work?
Bring my phone out, or we could do it right now.
Eh.
Oh, well. Very pretty. Pretty.
This is done with one skein of the gorgeous Berroco Vivo. So you can see that beautiful colorway. The yarn is 100% cotton, made in Italy, so you know it's the good stuff. And it is 317 yards per ball. So this shawl shows you how far one skein can go. This color is color number 3533 with the beautiful tropical white sands beach blues, some kind of violet, a little bit of like that kind of pinky purple red violet, a little denim. Like this section right here really shows all the colors.
We're getting lots of it worked, so they scanned the code while I had it showing.
Oh, yay! Cool. I didn't know that if that would work.
Technology is good sometimes.
Yeah, on its good days. So one skein will make that Bamboo Breeze. This first one, of course, is the only one that you get to see knitted up because it's the only sample we have made out of this yarn. But it's 3533, and the pattern is Bamboo Breeze.
There's another if you guys want to. Anybody else need to grab the QR code? Bamboo Breeze. Did you find it, Nancy?
I'm going to reply to her too. So yeah. We've checked all the boxes.
And it says, what, 273? What is this one?
317.
Yeah, so you can just keep going. Add more here, which is probably what Karen did.
Yeah, or I don't know. Did she go till the ball was out? Did she stop when the pattern said? We don't know.
It's a shawl. Just go till you're done.
Especially with the boomerang shape like this, there's nothing that says you have to stop at any given point, other than maybe if it starts to feel like you could wrap it around your house, maybe you should stop.
I made one of those.
I did too. Mine's that neon one.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I maybe made it too big.
Yeah, I'll have to have my sister bring up the one that I did ginormous like that.
Then we have color 3541. It's still blues and purples, but it's much more like blue jean level subtle. Like the purple is a little more of a blue violet, then there's more of a navy, kind of more of a powdery, almost teal blue. So you can see you have like the bright version and the muted version of the blues and purples. And lots of fun projects that you can do out of this yarn. This one's similar to the sample we have, but it's all just alternating stockinette and garter stitch. And it almost has this like random looking sequence to it. One of these is going to let me zoom.
I have to go knit now, please.
Not
I
yet.
like that. It's so
But look,
simple, but oh, that's totally the
familiar?
yarn, yes.
But it's just garter and stockinette, some increases, some decreases to create that boomerang shape. And then it's just all about pretty yarn. They don't have very good pictures, though. I can't zoom very well. We'll go in projects.
Did that really say 11 stitches?
Per gauge?
I don't know what I saw. Oh, it's got reverse
I think it's
stockinette.
double-stranded, so it might have said
okay.
11 stitches. But yeah, it's just stockinette and reverse stockinette and garter. So knits, purls, increase, decrease at the edges. That's it. Oh yeah, they definitely double-stranded it because it's size 10 needles.
I'd still single strand and just make it whatever size it was.
Just do 7s, 6s, whatever makes you happy in that DK weight needle range. I would do 7s.
Me too.
That is beach wrap. Then we have this super cute top Perrin. It's just stockinette and mesh lace, so not too much patterning to get lost in the self-striping, but just enough to keep the knitting a little more interesting and also to make it a nice cool top because it's full of vents.
Sheila will help you make it easy.
I don't know why they always do these like funky like poses. Like I just want to see the sweater. I don't care if you're posed all like Vogue. Just show me the sweater. But it's just alternating, like this one's yarn over knit two togethers and this one's SSK yarn overs, so you're getting a Laine that way and then a Laine that way.
Helen, as soon as Danielle's back, I'll be back in the office link ninja-ing during the video, but all the links are in the collective afterwards.
And this project goes from a 32 3/4 to a 68 3/4.
I think they got everybody.
I think I'd have just blocked that a little harder, so I could have called it 33 to 69.
Yeah, right.
Can we just make it even numbers? It's easier. But let me go in projects because...
Oh, it is the same.
Yeah, same pattern, but in the Vivo, so you can see how pretty it is. And this is clearly unblocked because she doesn't have her sleeves on yet. And there's a tail. But just a nice, simple, easy sweater that pairs perfectly with the yarn, but isn't just knit, knit, knit till you can't stand it anymore.
That's one I could do because there's no sleeves. I get stuck in Sleeve Island.
Yeah, you just have like a little 1-inch ribbing sleeve.
I could do that.
That's just edging. That doesn't count as a sleeve.
What was the name of it?
Perrin. Perrin. I'll reply to you too.
I'll link it, I promise.
Yes, we determined that it gets a little too chaotic and distracting to try to link as we're talking about everything. So if Danielle's not here, they get posted after the video in the collective. All right, then we have color 3543. So getting a little away from the blue. We've got that kind of indigo denim still, but then some lilac, some lemon yellow, some taupe.
Kathy, that's a smart way to do it. She does the sleeves first, then the body.
Yeah, I've heard of people doing that. I think I almost did that once on one. I think I did one sleeve and then decided I'll do the other sleeve later.
There you go, Melanie. Vivo by Berroco. Oh, you didn't link the yarn.
Oh,
We'll link the yarn. Hold, please. 100% cotton, 317. Where's the...
well, that is a sign that I need to drink more coffee.
Machine wash, cold water, lay flat to dry. I really like this color. It's not my normal color, but I don't know, it's really pretty.
It has a little bit of a goes with everything vibe, even though like it's not a color you would think of goes with everything, but it does have gold in it, so
gold goes with everything.
that's probably what does it. Then we have this beautiful one for the green people, 3528. It's got kind of like a lime ice green, more of like a sagey grass green, this little pop of like a pink lilac. So this one's like a field of flowers because you've got the pinky purple in the midst of all that gorgeous green.
I could see using that one too for myself.
I mean, I can see using all of them.
Right? I'm like, is my... yep, still coming up. Okay.
All right, let me show you guys a couple more projects before I continue down the color palette. We have this gorgeous crochet one called Stitch Music. This one looks, I'm like, I need to make this one.
That's pretty.
You've got just this kind of slightly loosely done double crochet center, and then double crochet, chain one, skip one spaces, and then these big V stitches on the end. So you're kind of getting like 3 different textures.
Are those done along the side afterwards? On edge, or is it
looks
continued?
It looks like it is done down the side on part of it, and then like this part would be all done in the same direction, and then you would go this way.
On the theory of a knitted on edging, but it's not.
Because I did see, oh no, it is all one direction, because look, your stripes don't shift.
Oh, look at that. Okay, could you do that please and explain it to us?
It's basically just a big triangle.
Huh.
Or a little triangle, I guess. And then you could stitch the ends together into a cowl. Like, look how they stitched it.
Oh, that's cute.
Like, isn't that cute? Now I know what to do with, I had this one crochet shawlette that I made that is way too small. Like, you have to pin it with a shawl pin. It's the only way. You can't tie it. It's too short.
A couple of those.
I'm like, I think I'm going to stitch the tails together.
That's awesome.
Because that's genius.
And you could even do just like I like, the 2 inches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have to do a lot, just enough to connect it so that it's a cowl now.
Cute.
Oh, it's genius. Okay, then we have a super cute cami, this home camisole. It's really just a simple tank. V-neck. It's got an I-cord edging around the neckline, so it gives it that really nice finished look. Probably go a little shallower in the armholes, but that one's not too bad. But what makes this one kind of fun is the low back. So nice and cool in the summer. I'd probably raise that like 2 inches of where I start that, just because then you can just wear whatever your favorite comfortable undergarments are and not worry too much about anything showing. But super cute. I love the low back too. And this one has, wow, a 3XS to a 5XL. Well, somebody understood the assignment. Let's see what the measurements are. 27.5 to 61.25. Who Who is this? Kadri? I don't think I've heard of Kadri, but I think I really like them. We're gonna favorite that.
Teenager to adult, I would say.
Right? Like, you can fit the scrawny chickens all the way up to everybody else. Because, you know, until they hit their teenage growth spurt, nothing fits them because it's all too big or too short or...
Too short for sure.
That's how my stepdaughter was with pants for a while. It was like, if you got them small enough around, they were too short.
Yeah.
So she just had to learn to like belts. Or I tried to find those pants that had the little elastic thing in the side with the button.
Yep, I had to do that for a very long time with my kids.
Yeah, it's hard when they won't fatten up. It's like,
right.
Come on, fatten up a little. Clothes will fit you better. 3542 has this beautiful lemon yellow to like a marigold. Then this beautiful, slightly blue-green. It's a little jade. And then kind of more of a forest green. And then this like chocolate taupe color. This one's like a field of sunflowers, basically. You've got the middle of the flower, the leaves, the petals. It's the whole thing. Yeah, Nancy said that's the same with Layla. Skinny thing with long legs. Yeah, when they're long-legged, like, how come they don't... You know how they have like a big and tall store for men? How come they don't have a thin and tall store for teenagers?
I don't know.
Because that happens a lot. I went to high school with a girl that, like, all the regular pants were basically capris on her because she was so long-legged. And, like, Bermuda shorts looked like short shorts on her. That girl was all legs. That's why she was in track. She was built for it. Trying to decide what color goes next. I think this one goes next. This is 3537. This is starting to be like a sunset in a skein. You've got like a lemon yellow, persimmon orange, this vermilion right here, some red violet, some denim, a little forest green.
That one's kind of a party in a skein.
Right? Although they do get more party as we go. But I've got to show you guys some more projects, too. If you're a crocheter and want a super cute tank, this terrazzo tank is adorable. I love that it's a texture and not just like all single crochet or double crochet. Because that, you know, it gets kind of boring to just... It's like stockinette for crocheters. Like, all the same stitch the whole time is a little boring. The texture makes it a little more interesting. I was hoping one of them had a little bit closer up so I could show you the texture better.
I can scoot in closer.
But I think that's as zoomed in as we're going to get. But just a nice little shell kind of tank. It does have that low back similar to the knit one. And it even has like the faux crochet rib on the bottom to give it that like complete look. It has a hem. I can definitely tell they worked around the neckline to make it a nice smooth edge. Like, all the important details are there to make it a really nice garment. This one, let's see. I might have to follow the link to see the measurements for the sizes, because her skirt's really cute, too. All right. This is why I'm not... I would pay for the ad-free version on this one. Like, I saw a thing about that, because, oh my gosh, like, I can't even get to the pattern. It's like when you're trying to find the recipe on that you followed on Pinterest, and you're like, is it in here somewhere or not?
We're going to look at colors till she finds that. Could you control F the word size?
Ah, here we go. Okay.
Oh boy, she's got it.
Okay, no, that's still not the sizing. Okay, I'm nixing this pattern. I'm annoyed with it. Never mind. It was cute, but it's terrible.
That one's cute.
I'm like, sorry, designer, I'm judging you for where in the world is the size? This is Pink Onyx, which is just a really cute, simple top-down raglan with this mesh lace detail at the top. And it's a little different mesh lace. Like it looks like one where you're doing like knit two together, yarn over twice, SSK. So you're getting a little bit bigger yarn overs.
It's like a modified Green Gables.
Yeah, it's just in the front. They've got a little bit of like shaping darts in there. You can kind of see these little lines down the middle. I would potentially change what stitch they did for that because this shows a little too much for me. I'd probably change whatever the increase is to make ones or lifted increases so they blend in.
Yeah, I wonder what they did.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what they did, but it shows a lot.
Maybe a decrease in its...
But if you're not if you're not real into the dip in the middle anyways, because like me, I'm pretty straight down, like built more like a paper sack than anything, I would just also leave all that out. But look at this cute little detail on the side. So you get this cute little faux side seam detail with a little like 1x1 cable. And it's really pretty in a self-striping. And this one has sizes 33.5 to 48. And it's a free pattern. Okay, more colors. Because, you know, more colors. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Then we have color 3517, which is even more sunset in this game than the last one. Because you've got like the lemon yellow, the persimmon orange, into like this vermilion pinky red. This is a good spot for the kind of wine color. Then there's just a little bit of this softer, like acid wash denim blue. So it's like the sunset over the water. Then we have 3516, which is this really beautiful muted palette of a turquoise blue, lime green, persimmon, lavender, and lilac. This one's just happy spring.
What was that color number again?
3517.
This one is 16.
Okay, a few more projects because, you know, Ravelry got me.
Okay, you're really making me need to go knit today.
Right? This downtown twisted poncho is so cute. And it's designed out of self-striping yarn. So they definitely did like different colors, but you could totally do just all one color. And with this yarn, I think your stripes would be a little smoother. But it's like every time they got bored with the stitch pattern, they shifted into something else because you've got these diagonal lines, then you've got mesh, you've got just like a little eyelet row, a different mesh, some stockinette, an eyelet row, little garter at the end so it's not really pulley. You can do fringe or not. I think they partially did fringe because they did different colors and then they didn't have to weave in their ends. But if you just do all one color, you can ignore fringe if you are not a fringe person. And it does have 3 sizes that only take 2 to 3 skeins, depending on what size you're making. So not bad at all.
What was its name?
Downtown Twisted Poncho.
Mouthful.
This is like the patterns that Karen's usually attracted to. You're like, how am I going to remember the name of this? There's nothing interesting about the pattern name. Then another one for the crocheters, this cute little shawlette called Be Like a Sunflower. I mean, who doesn't want to be like a sunflower? But it's like they look like little triangles, but they're really just groups of 3 double crochet that ends up triangular looking because they did it offset, like they did it in the first stitch of the shell instead of in the space in between the shells.
Oh, it's gone that direction. Okay. I was trying to...
Like, well, this is upside down, of course, but here's the bottoms of the stitch right here. So here's like, kind of like that granny square stitch. There's the group of 3, but instead of being in this hole right here, it's in the top of this stitch in this shell.
Oh.
So it offsets it and gives it more of a triangular look instead of that symmetric block look. And it's got a little sawtooth edge. Like, where do you live that there's all these cute little purple flowers in your yard? And this one, 2 skeins. You could make it a little bigger with 2 skeins, or you can make it a little smaller with 1. Because it is pretty long, 84 inches.
That's very long.
That's a lot. You could definitely get away with making it a 1 skein wonder. All right, this cutie, Tuscany Shawlette.
Almost the one up there.
Oh, I was like, what? I thought that was a look of like, I'm going to go knit that now too.
Well, okay, if you insist.
I don't. Stay, hold the camera, please. Little stockinette until you get the size. You've got an eyelet row, a drop stitch row, some garter, and then this is a little crochet border at the end. If you don't want to do the big loopy crochet border, you could just bind off regular and it would still be cute. But it's worth learning to crochet just enough to be able to do stuff like this. Okay, this summer saunter would be a great tee for anybody wanting to do a top out of this yarn. It's got, oh, let me click on this picture. This really cute little detail around the neckline.
Yarn over and knit 2 together?
Looks like it, yeah, it looks like they picked up, probably knit 1 round, did yarn over knit 2 together, knit 1 round, and then did an I-cord bind off.
Clever.
So it just adds a little character to the neckline, to an overall kind of simple tee. They did a folded hem on the cuffs so that you don't have any ribbing, which I think that's super cute too. But if that sounds fiddly, just do ribbing. It's a little bit of a high-low hem, which is a super cute, simple, flattering top that goes from a 32 to a 64. And that is Summer Saunter. Okay, I have one more color to show you guys, then a couple more projects, because Ravelry just gets me, just like the ocean does. We need them to make a bag that says Ravelry just gets me.
We need that.
I'll put a sticky note over where it says the ocean.
Yeah.
I saved my favorite for last. 3525 is just happy, cheerful. It's muted Lisa Frank. You've got your rosy pinks, you've got turquoise blues, lime, a little bit of like a muted jade, lemon. There's little bits of like kind of the splashes of almost persimmon orange in there. There's a little violet right there. 3525 is just happy, cheerful color. And you know how I feel about happy, cheerful color.
Gotta have them all.
All right, so a few more projects. This is one by Chic and Regal Knits that she actually faded 3 colors together, but with this yarn you could just let it stripe and not have to worry about all of the color transitions. You've just got some eyelets and garter stitch, some full-on eyelet rows, a little garter, a little, I'm not quite sure, it kind of looks like maybe like a crisscross drop stitch or something. It doesn't quite look like yarn over knit 2 together, so they look taller. And then a little bit of that kind of Swiss cheese eyelets again, and then this pattern again down here. But this one is just a simple crescent shawl called Speckle My Fade. And you just wouldn't fade it. Or you could. It'd be really fun. Some of these would blend together really nicely.
They would.
But you definitely don't have to do fading in any of the fade projects because this yarn does lots of beautiful color work for you. I do have what I think is a genius idea for this next one. Fading Waves by Stephen West has all these triangles where he was blending different colors together in either garter stitch or stockinette stripes. But each short row wedge you could just do the texture without the stripes, but do every wedge a different color.
That would be fun.
Because it says that it is 6 wedges, 5 wedges for the small one, or 6 wedges for the big one. So 5 to 6 of your favorite colors. And then he did do this kind of fun border at the end, but it really doesn't need it. Like, I would just do the wedges and call it a day. Because this isn't going to be roly-poly because of all the texture. So I would just nix the border. So many color choices. It would be so fun. Okay, this last one is, I have to show you because this is what I'm probably making out of Vivo. This ice cream dream dress. I saw this one on a Facebook group when she didn't even have the pattern listed yet. Whoa, I guess I won't zoom on that one. But it was just like, everybody was like, you are going to publish that pattern, right? Because it's stinking adorable. So you've got this little tie piece in the back. It's an A-line skirt. I love these pictures that she did, like, just the dress by itself. So you can really just see the structure. But in the self-striping, you're going to get a really beautiful detail in this kind of one big chevron up the middle. I would probably make the straps a little thicker. Like, it looks like she just did a chain. I think I would do a chain and then single crochet back across it so that it's got a little more bulk to it. But just really, really cute. And it, let's see, where's the sizes? I know, it's in the graphics. So she does it based off of like the front width. So an 18 would be like a 36 to a 56. But this is, I was like, I have to show this because this is what I'm excited about for this yarn. And I'll give you 3 guesses what color, and the first 2 don't count.
Let me see this one.
Right? I don't know. That one will require me to plan my undergarments a little better, but I have one other dress like that already, so I might as well have 2. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we better move on to what are we wearing, because we have lots of orders that I need to finish packing up still so that I can get them out the door to you. Because they don't pack themselves when we're not here at night. I asked the, gnomes if they could come out, and no, they ignored me. They're over sleeping it off at the liquor store or something. The gnomes are useless.
I think they're helping Santa.
Right? Right, Nancy? I think I'm hilarious. Okay, so I am wearing Fortune's Shawlette. It's a little crochet triangle shawl. I did it this was out of a sport weight yarn, so you could definitely like bump up 1 hook size and do the Vivo. This is out of that Millefiori Light that we have. This is the luxe version with the sparkle. We have ones with sparkle and ones without sparkle. It's just, maybe if I put the paper behind it. It's just these little open squares. It's like if you've ever done the crazy shell, it's a crazy shell with a chain space in the middle. Very easy to do, and then you go down, after you get your triangle, you go add this little border at the end.
I need to find mine. I have one of these somewhere.
This is my second one because my first one was out of a really pretty Artyarns-esque yarn. It wasn't Artyarns, but it was something similar, and it had sparkle in it, of course, and little 4-letter words ate it. They ate it. Because they're not nice. I like putting my scarf cuff kind of around the knot. Oh, I did it in the wrong spot. Because then it helps, if you don't want to do a super bulky knot, it helps keep it in place without making that big glob. I still did it wrong, but that's okay. I'll fix it later. Apparently on video, I can't remember how to put my scarf cuff back on. It's a thing. All right, let me show you guys what Susan is wearing. And a quick pass across all the beautiful colors again. I'm like, hold on.
This one takes a few minutes. Here, hold on. You're gonna make me take it right back off, aren't you?
No. I'm just gonna make you turn around so I can zoom in on all the details.
Okay. This one is Fellowship Shawl. Think Lord of the Rings.
But look at all the different lace details and beads. Now, did it call for beads?
It did.
Okay. So you guys don't have to have any guesswork in the beads. The pattern will tell you.
This one was lace weight, but you could totally do it in fingering.
Oh yeah, it hardly even looks like lace weight, really. That's a fluffy lace weight.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. This one's very old.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, or 10.
I'm like, it's not before Anna, because I remember you knitting that one. So it's not very old. It's only a little old. Because otherwise you're calling me very old, and I say no, thank you.
No.
I say no thank you to that. Okay, you guys, that's going to be it. So we will sign off and go pack orders and get them on their way to you, and then we'll open here in about 12 minutes. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have an amazing day.